band's not the band anymore.
Can we get along? Can you and Ronnie ever agree?
I don't know.
I mean, like, would you want to squash that at some point?
I would. I mean, to me, it's squashed.
I mean, obviously, I know you're probably done with it, but I just feel like
the guy loves controversy. I mean, it's very easy to tell that he does, and in the band world, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You know, controversy is a good thing.
I understand it's PR and all that, but there's so many problems with the world. It's like, you know, kids look at music as a refuge.
Mm-hmm.
And they both, you know, kids love you guys, kids love him. I don't understand. I feel like it would be cool if there was
music is a family, man.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad I'm on the road with the Attack guys right now, because those guys get it, man. I flew out to Columbus, Ohio to record some songs with Caleb, their vocalist, and just to see the camaraderie of the band, and they all grew up together in high school, and they live kind of in the same house in the same neighborhood, and it's just, they get it. It's not a competition. Music should be a family, and we're all part of the same family as far as the band and the connection with the fans or people that do the interviews. We're all part of the same exact business, and we should all be one, and that's what I thought the beautiful thing about it was.
Right.
But obviously there's some politics and
Sure.
he said, she said bullshit that happens.
Are we closer now? Are you guys, I mean, you got a new hairstyle? Is this like is that a symbolic of a new beginning? Or
actually, I was just tired of not being able to eat. It was just it was getting so
you go,
long.
oh, excuse me, ladies. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. It was so long, for so long, that I wanted to change. I was just like, I'm just gonna.
Now we're all bummed out.
What's your daughter think about it?
She didn't want me to do it.
She was cute because the last time we were with you, she was in for that date, and so you brought her out on stage.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want you to cut your hair, Daddy. I was like, Dad wants to. I want to do something new. I want to change it up a bit. She wasn't happy about it.
Let's talk about, you know, we can't live in the past forever.
No.
You guys presently, completely new look. Is the set gonna look different? People coming out to the show.
No, the set looks the same as the set looked the last headliner we were on. I mean, nothing's really different. We don't have anything new other than TJ and officially saying Michael Money's part of Escape of Fate. We just recorded a new album. We're trying to work out how to play the new track live. We just haven't had enough time to practice. There's been so much stuff going on with us. And yeah, I mean, this tour is just kind of a reintroduction again of our band and getting out there for our fans. And
you can't be like Drowning Pool now, where they have a new member every disc.
I know.
Now they do different. They do a different singer every disc. But
and I told these guys from the beginning too, and that's why I've tried so hard to keep everybody happy and humble, and I like walk on eggshells to try to keep everybody together and everybody satisfied. And I told him when I joined, I was like, you know, it's gonna be hard to replace a singer, guys. And they decided to bring him back, and then I messed up again, and I get a phone call. They're like, you gotta come out here and play this show. And it was first show was Extreme Thing out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta come back. It's not gonna work. I'm like, okay. And during that time period is when I started the Word Alive. So I was like, it's really hard. They're like, you might be right. Brought him back. Gave me a call last minute. I'm like, shit, I just started this other band. I'm like, all right, I'll be out there to play the show. Go out there, play the show. Rest is history. I ended up joining the band, but I told him, I was like, dude, I don't want to be that band that's like this many members or that many members.
Yeah.
It's like, it's impossible sometimes. I mean, it's a miracle to see some bands that have been together that long, and I envy them so much that they've had the same people with them. And
realistically,
even when it comes to crew, we have some new crew members out on this tour, and it bums me out.
Yeah.
It doesn't bum me out. I mean, I enjoy meeting new people and making new friends, but it's like, I want to have that crew, you know, the crew and the band, and
You've known
everybody
them for 10
take over
years
the world together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everybody goes through it. I was watching that metal show. This is one of my favorite shows. I like to watch it every time. And singer of Great White was on there. And now apparently there's 2 Great Whites.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they decided to replace the singer with a new singer, and the singer decided to replace the band.
That's
and they got in a battle about the name, and now they both are Great White. so
sounds like
weird.
a mess.
So I'm like, at least I'm not in that guy's situation.
There's not 2 ETFs out there.
Yeah. Thank God.
You said, can this group, can we anchor this down now? You guys
I'm pretty
you guys
positive.
feel like
We're solid now, dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Why do you feel that way?
Like, it's just we're all so happy with the new album, and like we all like feel everything just feels right with all of us together.
It felt like it felt when we were doing this War Stars, like the camaraderie and everybody was getting along and everybody was happy. But in Monty's eyes, I know for sure him 100%, and Robert as well. When they lost their singer, they didn't want to continue on with Max because he was doing the same things, had the same problems, and it was like, you know, him and Ronnie were like the best friends. They would go off and do the stuff together, so they didn't want Max in the band to begin with, is what they were telling me. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. Like, Max is staying.
Yeah.
And he obviously stayed, was going through stuff through that album, and like I was previously saying, it wasn't ever a problem until it got to the point where he was unable to function. Almost, there would be sound checks where he was falling asleep, and I mean, I could go into
I know you
stories,
guys,
but I'm not. I don't mean to badger the guy at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, I love the guy to death. It's just it's shitty to see somebody.
There's a difference between work and then, you know, if you're just on vacation or something.
I have my own problems, man. When I first joined the band, there's a few shows I was too drunk to even remember that I played.